mistakes people make when it comes to getting guest posts, and I'll also be reviewing this video as a way you can get guest posts you probably never thought about. I have done this method I'll be talking about quite often, and my results have been quite good as a whole. Anyway, we put things like this. Hey Ricky, I'm always reading your articles and sharing your posts. The two reasons why this is wrong in a lot of cases is people hear the same sort of email all the time. It's nothing interesting, nothing creative, and people will actually also check in some cases, have you actually been sharing their posts, which they can easily check using their own website system or by using our programs. So if you tell someone you've been sharing a post or reading them, all that kinds of stuff, if they can't find any proof you're doing it, they'll do two things. They'll either ignore you or they'll charge you more money. For example, if the guest post you're going to be was say worth $50, they're about to charge you that, they might charge you $100 because they don't assume you're a good person because you told them a lie. People often put when it comes to as well sites and guest posts, like I said, I run the best financial company, that kind of stuff. The reason for why this is a bad idea is it makes you sound arrogant or think you're superior to everyone else, meaning it tells the other person that you're not really a good person to deal with in most cases if you put something like that. If you put something like, you know me through my knowledge about cars, unless you're very well known or you're in a famous company, the people are generally not going to know you. So by putting that, it doesn't really do you any good. It just makes you sound like you're better than him, that kind of stuff. You should put, when you're doing guest posts, you should be putting something which is going to relate or interest the other person. Something like, for argument's sake, say you won an award for something or other. You could put down something like this. Hey, I saw you won an award. That's really incredible how you managed to do that. As an introduction to show them you've actually taken an interest in know them, that kind of stuff. You could then put as a stepping stone. Then you can say something a wee bit later on in the email saying, I was wondering if you give me a guest post. Since you've done something to play to your ego, that kind of stuff, that can increase the likelihood of you getting a guest post by just doing simple things like that. Anyway, let's go into the actual method of actually finding guest posts or getting them more easy. It's more is guaranteed whether you're from a big family, a medium family, or a small family. You're going to have relatives that are famous. You're going to have relatives run businesses. It's more is guaranteed. I'm just putting Smith in for a simple example. It's a very common surname. So let's just say, for argument's sake, my name was, say, Rick Smith, something like that. I could then contact different people who are related to me, that kind of stuff, and I could contact them saying things about how related that kinds of stuff, and you would have quite a good chance of getting a guest post because you're showing exactly you're related to him, so they're more likely to take an interest in you. But it will work better if you're actually from a smaller family, so you can actually basically prove a connection between you and them, that kinds of stuff. And you'll more always find, for example purposes, that one of your relatives has done something famous. For example, one of my ones, he considered quite famous, Roy Ucker. I could make a connection to someone based on that, or being related to that kind of stuff. So you can build up relationships, build up connections with different people you're related to, based on these different things. So you could use this as a possibility to open up relationships. You can get a free guest post, open up some kind of relationship to work together and different things. Because, for example, in one of my LinkedIn profiles, I'll be honest, all I do really on it a lot of time, I just get emails of different people I'm related to. We just basically every so often exchange different information, like what I'm doing, what they're doing, that kind of stuff. And you can use these things to take it further as possibilities to get guest posts. For example, if somebody done an article about someone who relatives, for example, is saying something like this. Just an example, I found James Smith was a great hero. If you're doing an article or something like that, you could then make a comment on whoever's done the articles or an email to him saying something like this. Hey, I was really impressed that you done an article about one of my relatives, and I was very flattered how well you put what he done in a war. I was wondering if you would allow me to get a guest post off you. Something like that, and you'll have a high chance of success. The reason for why you have a high chance of success, people would never expect you to do that. It's unexpected for someone to approach you over something like that, because in general, people get the same over in emails all the time saying, hey, I loved your article, it's fantastic, that kind of crap. People hear these things all the time. Because people hear them all the time, there's nothing creative, there's nothing exciting, nothing that makes them want to deal with you. But if you put something which is unique, something that's going to provide value, they'll be more likely to respond to you and more likely to be impressed with you, allowing you the possibility to get a guest post, or have a possibility of even working together in one thing or another. And I hope it helps you. Thanks, bye.